Aloha from Kilipohe, Keikani Loha. We're gonna cook. Today is Sunday, April 23rd. We're gonna cook round top roast in the smoker today. So I'm gonna get the grill ready here. Haven't really done anything with it since we did the what did we do? Country style pork ribs. So take off the grill. It's a big cast iron grill. It's cold now. And pile up the briquette, all to one side. You know, when we use the grill, we just close it down, and then these go out, and we can reuse them. That's good for now. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to brown the meat, kind of char it on this grill, and then I'm going to put it in the smoker and smoke it. But it's a lot easier to get the smoker to a low temperature than it is to control the temperature on the barbecue. You know, when the barbecue is hot enough to sear the meat, it's way too hot to smoke or just regular cook. So that's what we're going to do there. That's lined up. It's okay. I'll come out here with a broom. I'm going to throw that on the compost pile. That's pretty close. Maybe one more time. Okay, that's good. So that's all piled up. That's how I start them. I guess I could do them on that side, but I don't. So, and then on this one, we're gonna check, and we got quite a little bit of briquettes in there. Kind of get those piled up in the middle. I'll probably use water just to keep the temperature down low. And I'm gonna go get a pan to put underneath that, so when I open it up, it doesn't make a huge mess. So pause. Okay, so I got a little aluminum pan there. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but I'll give it a try. See if I can use my toe. If you don't hold this thing, boy, it pops open really quick. And of course, that's gonna do it. There we go. That's better. There we go. And open it up and close it back. Okay, yeah, I think we got fuel in there to get going. The charcoal briquettes are all piled up. I cleaned off the water bowl. Let's see. Put that back in there. There we go. So that's in there, ready to be filled up. Put a couple quarts of water in there. And just one griddle, I think. Be all right. I'll give that a brush before we start cooking. There we go. And I think that's pretty good. We'll be ready to light it up and get it hot and get the sear going. All right. Okay, so that's what I used to start it with. That's just a weed burner attached to a propane tank and a lighter laid out. You usually do this two-handed, but with the camera I only got one hand. So. And I just kind of go until I see those coals start to glow a little bit, and that'll mean that they're lit. I'm hoping these are enough. Could have added some more. The good thing about, you know, shutting it down is that any coal that hasn't burned in the cooking process is, you know, is just there ready for you to use again. So it's kind of useful that way. Okay, let's see if those are going. We'll do some work on the smoker. The smoker's a little harder because it doesn't really have the ventilation capacity. Open that up. That the Weber does. So I can really only get the front coals lit here, but that's fine because, you know, it really doesn't use that much coals. Considering how big that firebox is. To get the thing up to 225, it doesn't take that much. We'll call that lit for that. I'm not sure this guy is really lit. Give it a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see. Leave it like that for now. Let's use up the last little bit of propane. Okay, well, this one's clearly lit. The smoker. Yeah, I can see the smoke coming out of there. In the barbecue. Okay, we'll leave those go for a little while and see. Yeah, this is hot. I can feel heat coming off of there. So that's lit. This guy's lit. We'll come back when these guys are ready to cook, and we'll sear the beef. Okay, so we got about 450 on the grill. Nice and hot. The cast iron grill has been, you know, baking in there for a little while, and it's good and clean. We got our roast here, which is about 3.5 pounds, and we're gonna stick that on there and give it a good sear just to get it nice and a little bit of black on there. The smoker is going. We're just about 200. I had it a little hotter before, but I closed it down, so we're letting it come up. It's a lot easier to catch it on the way up than it is on the way down. So let's take a quick peek. Yeah, fire's lit. I've got some chunks of IV here to put in. This is strawberry guava. Grows wild everywhere, and this has been drying in the roof of the carport for a while, and it's pretty dry. And then we also have some Blanton's smoking chips. So, gonna just give this 5 or 10 minutes on each side, and then stick it in the smoker. Back in a minute. Okay, I think that was about 7 minutes on that first side. Zoom in here a little bit. Just a little bit of char on there. It's a little darker than it looks in video. That's good. So we'll just keep going on that on the second side. I've been moving it to different spots on the grill, so it doesn't have those perfect grill marks on it, but it'll be fine. Okay, so we got the top one here at 250. Just a little crack on the top. We got our thermometer in here, it says 65 degrees. Open this baby up. I decided to put it on the top spot. And we're just going to stick that in there. Close this baby down. Close this baby down. You can find where the close is. There we go. Close. Stick this on here. Close that. That'll shut off. And we'll put some chips in. Get some smoke going. Try not to put the fire out. What kind of chips is that? I already showed them. They're the Blanton's wood barrel, or Blanton's barrel chips. So these are chips from Blanton's bourbon barrels. Okay. Close that up. Okay, 225. We'll bring it back when we do something next. Okay, so in case you're wondering what else we're gonna have, we got some. These are Hawaiian sweet potatoes, just 4 or 5 of those, and an ele that we pulled out, and that's kalo rather. It's not real big. It was just kind of in the way when we were pulling up to potatoes. So that's the starches for tonight. Okay, well, we're about an hour and 20 minutes in, and the temperature is still come up a little bit, 225. I just barely have a little crack down there. Internal temperature of the meat is 131. We won't open it because, if you're looking, you're not cooking. The lower section is cooler. I put it in the upper section because, when I was starting out, the upper was a lot cooler than the lower. Now it's a little bit hotter, so I don't know. I think I'm going to open it up and put a few more chips in. I used all those chips that I had wet, but I would like just a little bit more smoke for finishing it off. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I just put, 2 scoops of chips in there, and yeah, she's smoking now. I'll be interested to see. I'm going to close that just a touch more. Boy, that is almost close to being completely shut down. It's like 1/8 of an inch. But that'll give us some good smoke flavor right for the last little bit. Right at 132 now. Yep, headed for 140. Once we get there, we'll pull it off and see how it looks. Okay, we're at 140 degrees. So I'm just going to turn that off. I'm going to turn it off here. Hopefully it'll go off. I don't know if it'll go there. Turn it off, pop it open. Oh, there we go. Smell-o-vision. Okay, take this up and cover it over and let it sit for 15 or 20 minutes. Oh, I'm going to shut this guy. Okay. Okay, so we've let it rest 15 minutes and we're going to give them a carb. Hopefully we can figure out which way the grain runs here.
How's that? Like butter?
Yeah, well, this is a super sharp knife, so. Does that look like the right direction?
Sure. That looks delicious.
Yum.
How's it cutting? Smooth and easy?
Yeah, it's a little challenging. And that, you know, because it's so big, maybe a little bit longer rest would have been good too, because it is losing quite a bit of juice, you can see.
Well, you can stop right there. That should be enough for us and let it continue to rest.
Is it? Let's go
Yeah.
one more.
Okay. Beautiful.
Nice. Okay, so here we are. We got fresh corn from the plot. We got fresh green beans from the garden, and voila, and some other potatoes. So the only thing we bought, well, I mean, besides the beef, is we bought some potatoes. So everything else is from our garden, and I'll tell you, that corn smells awesome. All right. Okay, well, it's not, you know, fork cuttable, but it's pretty good. Nice smoky flavor. Thin cut. Of course, this is the edge piece, so. Try a little sweet potato. Tasty. Okay. Happy April.